You have a backup experiment.
If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard, or at 17 feet off the water, the Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're gonna hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting. Interesting there. That's interesting.
Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
What's going on, everyone? It's Jaren from Jeranism, back with another video for you today. Well, I finally saw it. After trying to film the ISS at least 24 times, zoomed in, zoomed out, different settings, and I could never capture the shape. But the other night, I finally did. It took place on May the 29th. It was the night of the full moon at 2:13 a.m. I had a lunar transit all lined up, and if you want to find the same for somewhere near you, what you need to do is go to transit-finder.com. You put in your location and you'll get back a list of solar and lunar passes. They're pretty rare, but you might find 1 or 2 a month for your location. So I found one for mine. It was on the full moon. I thought that was a pretty good time to get it. And here's some info so that you can see. And everything seemed to line up perfectly with what the info said as far as the time of transit being a little less than 1 second. Everything seemed to line up perfectly, even the direction, everything. It was within about 3 seconds of the estimated time. I have blocked out just a few things just so you can't reverse engineer exactly where my spot was. But besides that, everything seemed to line up quite well. So here we have a video of me just prepping to watch it.
Here we are, it's about 2:10 in the morning, and we're about to watch the ISS cross. I've never seen the shape of the ISS, so we're about to see how real that is. Check back with you momentarily.
So all in all, I felt pretty good about seeing it. I knew that the moon was going to keep moving, so I had to plan ahead a little bit, just make sure that I wasn't moving it during that minute period of time that it would be crossing. So I was kind of keeping it moved ahead of time. And then something weird happened right after I made that little video. So it was about 2.5 minutes before the pass, this happened, which I assume is a bird. Certainly looks like one. So I thought that was interesting. Just wanted to show you that this bird here, I'm going to slow it down for you a little bit, and you'll see a bird seems to fly. I'm not sure what direction, but seems to fly in front of the moon. So that was pretty interesting. Caught that, and then got the camera steady and ready for the transit. My alarm went off on my phone and I knew I had 10 seconds. I counted down in my head: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I remember waiting, like, what? And then sure enough, there it was. So it was within 2 or 3 seconds of what time it was supposed to, I think. And here we go. We're going to watch it again, this time at 50% speed. Go ahead and see it if you don't see it. Starting about 2 o'clock and ending around 8. Again, now we're watching it at 75% speed. And finally, we'll watch it at a super slow-mo 10% speed. Starting around 2 and ending around 8 o'clock. After this, I'll go ahead and zoom in so we can get a little closer look. And it was confirmed that the ISS is at least taking the shape that it's supposed to. Now again, I've shown before that this could be easily faked by somebody who wanted to fake it. I have no need to fake it. This is a actual video. And here we can see it as close as basically I can get. And it looks to be the shape of the ISS. Does it look a little weird? Yeah. I mean, does it look like a blob? Yeah. But I have no reason to doubt that whatever is flying in the sky has the shape that the ISS is supposed to have. Now, one thing I did do, just because I wanted to kind of verify it a little bit further, is I took this particular image of the ISS, or supposed ISS, and the first thing I did was I chroma keyed it to take out all of the black. And now you see that, and I put it in front of the moon, and then I was able to reduce the size and get it down to the same size as the blob crossing. Spun it, turned it the right way, and overlaid it. It certainly looks to be the correct dimensions of the ISS. Fit right over it, just like that. And so now the question becomes, do I believe in the ISS, or that the ISS is what I can see flying above my head? Well, here's what I believe. I believe that the craft that takes the pictures that can be found on the eoj.jsc website, well, those pictures are taken by a craft shaped like the ISS. That's what I believe. But do I believe that Mark Kelly and all the astronauts are actually inside said craft? No.